guys, it's Gavin from Personal Trainer Studios. Welcome to our Banish Backpain series of exercises. We're starting today with what we call stage 1 exercises. So we're just looking at sort of very basic, very sort of low level exercises just to switch on the deepest abdominal muscles to support the spine. So when we're doing these exercises, there actually shouldn't be any movement happening around the pelvis or the spine. You should keep still here. So Dominic, if you place your hands on your hips, you want to have some fingers. If you find the bony parts on the hip bone, and then go just inside of that, you can feel the muscles there. And you can also use the other fingers just to kind of feel around at the pelvis to make sure there's no movement going on there. So all you're going to do is very gently, is just to tighten the abdominal muscles. And the other thing is important to do this independent of breathing. So not to suck in or to blow out. So the best thing to do is if you breathe in, then breathe out, then just naturally exhale and then tighten the tummy muscles gently. And then you should be able to hold that tone and you continue your normal breathing cycle. If your breathing cycle is affected, then you're holding too much. So like I said, it's a very gentle exercise. We do normally hold that for 10 seconds and then relax. Okay, and then the same again, so we'll do a breathing cycle. So you're going to breathe in, then exhale, then gently tighten again. You should feel the tone, there should be no movement here, and you should be able to hold that and breathe naturally. So that's the first stage of this exercise. If you do that, normally do 10-second holds 10 times, and then relax. So next stage, we're going to do just the same thing to begin with, activating these core muscles, but then we're going to add a slight leg movement, focusing on keeping the pelvis still and keeping these muscles switched on. So at this point you have to really use your hands to sense where you are, make sure the pelvis isn't twisting, make sure these muscles are switched on, and all Dominic's going to do is just let one knee drop out just a few degrees to the side and then come back towards the centre. That's it. The same on the other side, so let that knee gently drop out and come back towards the centre. Okay, same with the left knee, dropping out, again feeling, making sure there's no rotation here, this stays nice and stable. These muscles, do you feel that they're working all the time? Go a little bit closer to the hip bone.
Yeah,
so
feel that, yeah.
So it should be constant.
I feel it in the pelvic floor as well.
And yeah, that's actually a really good tip, is help to also contract the pelvic floor at the same time, because these muscles work together. Okay, and then there's one more movement we're going to add, which is, Dominic, if you can just slide your foot out along the floor, as if you're sort of drawing a line in the sand with your heel, so drawing along, again making sure again that the pelvis is still, muscles are switched on, and then sliding back from there. And then the same on the other side, slide that foot, again imagine drawing a line through the sand, making sure the pelvis is still, the muscles are switched on, and coming back from there. Okay, and have a rest. So yeah, we use this as our first stage of exercises to kind of teach, again, the deepest abdominal muscles to switch on and support the spine. Okay, so some research shows that these muscles should be the muscles that contract first and stabilise the spine prior to movements occurring. Often people who've had low back pain lose the function in those muscles. So this first stage of exercise needs to retrain them, ready in preparation for the next phase of exercise when we'll start to recruit the bigger muscles and sort of put a bit more force through the body. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's stage 1 abdominal training. So thanks. Well,